What a five-star brilliant performance from the India men's hockey team. They have absolutely hammered Malaysia 5-0 in the ongoing Asian Men's Champions Trophy that happened in Chennai. And this 5-0 scoreline is an indication of the Indian side's dominance. But on top of that, it was a show of intent against the one side that could potentially trouble them. Remember, India were coming into this match after having missed 15 penalty corners against Japan. That 1-1 draw was a damning indictment that yes, India had to shape up, and boy did they shape up in a big way. 5-0, absolute total dominance of Malaysia, and now for the past 5 years, they have gone unbeaten against Malaysia. Remember, India are still carrying the scars of the 2018 Asian Games loss, in which they lost 7-6 on sudden death to Malaysia. That loss was simply too much to take, and that is why for 5 years the India men's hockey team have dominated Malaysia. And this 5-0 scoreline is an apt scoreline because the possession, the attack, the penalty corner conversions were simply magnificent. Everybody contributed. But the first goal that was scored today in the 15th minute by Selvam Karthi in front of his home fans in Chennai was a really poignant moment. Because as you know, Karthi hails from Chennai. His mother and father, they have really had to go through the grind when they had to promote their son. His father works as a government, as a watchman in the government art school. His mother, Valamarthi, is a maid. Despite all the odds, they got a lot of support from the YMCA in Chennai, and that's why Karthi managed to get through the odds, and look how he's repaid the fate. 9,152 people who were present at the stadium, they were treated to their local boy opening the scoring in the 15th minute. Then you saw the penalty conversions. Harmanpreet Singh finally converted it. Hardik Singh also was on the scoreline. Yugraj Singh also, and also Mandeep. Everybody of India's main defense line, if you look at the attack line, midfield, everybody contributed in this, and that's why it was a thorough all-round performance. And the fact that they did not allow Malaysia to make any kind of penetrations into their circle fitted very well in Craig Fulton's mantra of defend well, only then you can get attacking and score the goals. So this match was as per the Fulton template of good defense and attacking hockey. And it is summed up rather by the fact that, okay, look at the shots that were done. 20 shots. Malaysia just had 4. And look at the circle penetrations that India did. 29 in comparison to Malaysia's 14. Possession. 56% of the possession. They did not even allow Malaysia to get that much of a leeway in. And then if you look at penalty corners, this is the one area that Fulton will really have to work. Because you think that they missed 15 penalty corners against Japan. Here they had 9 penalty corners, they converted only 3 of them. And that means it is still a very, you may say, a dodgy ratio of 30% in conversion. Better teams like Netherlands and Australia have a higher penalty corner conversion, and that's why it is important that for the Asiad also, the likes of Japan and South Korea, they have to up their A game in this. So if you look at it possession-wise, circle penetration shots, India dominated, but the one Achilles heel that still remains, even after the dominance in this match, is the penalty corners. Now, because of this, India are proudly on top in the Asian Men's Champions Trophy. 3 matches, they started their campaign with an absolute 7-2 drubbing of China. But later on in the second game, they were brought back down to earth by the reigning Asian Games champion Japan, 1-1. And then now a 5-0 victory means they are now with 7 points on top. Malaysia are second with 6 points. Third place is South Korea, 4th is Japan, 5th is Pakistan, and 6th is China. Now remember, India have 2 more games in this. This is a round robin league kind of a tournament. The top 4 teams make it to the semi-final, and then there is a 5th place playoff for the bottom 2. The top 4 teams will make it. India's next game, vital game, it is against South Korea. Remember, for man-to-man marking and for penetration, South Korea are also a very solid team. But India have managed to tackle South Korea better in the past 4 to 5 years, and that's why they will head into this match with confidence. The last league game, which is on 9th August, it will feature India versus Pakistan. Now remember, today Pakistan created a big surprise by holding Japan to a 3-3 draw. And that means Japan might potentially have to scrape, Japan and Pakistan will have to scrape for that 4th spot now. And remember, Pakistan also could have had their way against Malaysia. What was the major problem for them? Penalty corners. You guessed it. Just like India, just like Pakistan, penalty corner conversion seems to be a major issue indeed. Tomorrow, India versus South Korea. South Korea versus India will determine who will be confirmed as the top placed team. Because 1 versus 4, 2 versus 3. That will be the lineup when we look at the semi-finals that will be played. But let us take a moment to appreciate the India men's hockey team, because at this point in time, this is an ideal warm-up that you can have for the Asian Games. And remember, these are the same teams that you will play most likely in the Asiad. And the Asiad, remember, whoever wins Asiad gets a direct entry into the Paris Olympics 2024. So a great start in 2 out of the 3 games. One hopes that they can shape up in the penalty corner conversion. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so that you know when we go live. And don't forget, we're on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram as well. Bye-bye.